Hi guys, so we are going to start this practice in a Sukhasana seated posture, easy pose. Easy for some, not for everybody, so if it's not easy for you, just elevate your hips a little bit higher and it should be a little bit more comfortable for you. So just start in that cross-legged position, sitting nice and tall. Palms can be resting facing downwards or upwards, and just taking a moment to yourself. Just let the breath do as it wishes for now. Even let the mind do as it wishes for a moment. Now you've allowed the mind a moment to stray perhaps, maybe it stayed quite focused. Either way, no judgment over yourself, over your mind. And then just start to take a bit more control over the breath, inhaling through the nose. Take that breath in a little bit deeper now, exhale fully. Inhaling through the nose. As the lungs fill the space, expand in the body. And then exhale. And then I'll just leave you a moment to connect to your breath. So the practice is going to stay in line with our earth element. It's quite a grounding practice. So as we go through the grounding practices, really pay attention to the parts of the body that are in contact with the ground. So right now you're going to be focusing on your sit bones. As you inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, feel that weight pressing down into the ground. Full breaths in and full breaths out. And then you're going to just link the fingers together, push the palms away from the chest. Press the back towards the back of the room while pressing forward with the palms. So there's a little bit of rounding coming on in the spine now. Then inhale as you lift tall, pressing the palms away from the crown of the head. As you exhale, cactus the arms. Pause in, elbows nice and wide. Lifting through the chest. And then you're going to bring the hands to prayer. As you press the hands to prayer, on your exhalation, you're going to twist to the right. Once you've twisted the best you can on your own, you're going to then pop the left hand to the outside of that right thigh. And then that right arm is going to reach back for a twist. Hold in there. 3, 2, and 1. Hands back to prayer position, back to center. Link the fingers, push the palms away, round in the spine. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, cactus in the arms. Palms come together for prayer. Take the twist to the other side. So bringing the twist in the best that you can on your own first. Then bringing the hand to the outside of the thigh as you reach the opposite arm back. Try and stay nice and tall in the spine. Hopefully you haven't got a wall behind you so you can really stretch through those fingertips. Keep lengthening and keep finding space. And then you're going to bring palms back together, back to center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, cactus in the arms. Palms to pray. Pushing the palms away, rounding through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale, cactus the arms, and then you're going to take that right hand to the side of you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale into a side bend. And then use your breath to inhale up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And then once more. So you want to really root down to the sit bones. Keep them connected. Don't let them lift to get a deeper lean. And then inhale, both arms back up. Lift into the chest. Nice straight spine. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. And then exhale as you bring yourself onto all fours. Hands shoulder distance apart. Knees hip distance apart. I'll just take my socks off. It's criminal to practice yoga in socks. Can't believe I've started in them. Hands shoulder distance, knees hip distance. Few rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling as the tailbone lifts, belly button drops, heart forwards and up. Shoulders relaxing away from the ears. On your out breath, tailbone tucks under, navel to spine, chin to chest, and pressing the mat away from you, and then flowing in and out at your own pace. Maybe you want to circle the head and the neck as you do these. Maybe you want to go into a bit more of a freestyle movement, perhaps circling into the hips, moving into the toes. And then just dropping the hips down into a child's pose. Reaching forwards through the fingertips, nice length and space through the sides of the body, palms pressing down quite firmly. Inhale, feel the back body expand. Exhale, melt down through the chest, the shoulders and the forehead. And then you're going to inhale, clawing into the mat as you lift the tailbone, curling the toes under and lifting into that first downward facing dog. Pedaling, moving. I like to shimmy the hips from side to side. I'm sure you know what you like to do here, so now's the time for you to do that. And then from here, walk your hands to your feet. I'll give you another opportunity to stretch the legs out in your down dog in a moment. And come into a nice ragdoll fold. Really ground into the feet, all 10 toes. Allowing the shoulders and the crown to melt down towards the mat. You might wish to sway softly. You might wish to sway quite forcefully if you really want to. And then we're going to ground through the feet, inhaling as we roll the spine up. As the head comes up, sweep the arms up above the head and exhale into a chair pose. Nice, weight pressing down into the heels, into the toes. Inhale, lifting up. Nice tall stretch, even lean back if you want it. Exhale into a half chair now. Bringing the chest parallel to the mat. Fingertips reaching forwards, gaze shifting ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold again. Walk the hands forwards into your plank pose. And hold that plank for a couple of breaths, so feel free to use the knees here if you wish, and then take your chaturanga. Pausing the chaturanga. Push through into cobra. Elbows tucking in, shoulders relax. You don't have to squeeze the elbows in, just draw them in. When they wing out, the shoulders tend to wing forwards. So just by drawing them in slightly, it's going to draw the shoulders back. Curling the toes back into downward dog, inviting the movement in again if you wish. And then we're going to inhale, lift the right leg. As you exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Keep the hands framing the foot for now, pulling the heart forwards and up. Lifting up through the back of that left thigh and holding the hips nice and neutral rather than just allowing them to collapse, to bounce around. Then inhale, reaching up, lifting tall through the chest and the fingertips. Exhale, straightening through the right leg as you sweep the arms back. Bring the hands down to frame the feet. Press the left hand into the mat. Right arm opens into a twist. Big inhalation, broaden across the chest. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm is going to open. So it might feel a little bit more wobbly here. You could ground the left heel if you wanted to. And then we're going to bring the left hand back down. Step the left foot in slightly. Fold chest over right thigh into your pyramid pose. Inhale, reaching all the way up. And then you're going to reach forwards into a flat back, bend into your right knee, press into the right foot, left heel to lift into a warrior three. Hands can stay reaching out to the heart center. You could be an aeroplane if you wanted to. And then we're going to inhale, lift the left knee, take the left foot to the inner leg into your tree pose. Any variation of tree, keep the baby toe pressing into the leg. Keep hugging the leg in towards the foot at the same time. Hand position, you decide where you want them to be for your tree. From your tree, we're going to take the left leg, wrap it around into an eagle legs. You can take eagle arms if you want to. So keeping a nice strong drishti, nice strong breath more importantly. And then we're going to inhale, reach out, lifting that left leg out of the eagle, planting it back down to the mat as we fold forwards into Uttanasana. Hands to the big toes, bending at the elbows, tucking the chest nice and close to the thighs. A couple of halfway lifts if you want them. Hands to the mat. Hop, step or jump it back to your plank. Chaturanga. Hold. Push through to upward facing dog now. So maybe you drop to the thighs, absolutely fine. Either way, keep pressing into the tops of the feet anyway. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, left foot forwards between the hands. Hands stay framing the feet. Chest starts to press against that left thigh as you straighten through the left leg. Press into the right hand first, left arm into a twist. Relax that left shoulder away from the ear. And then bring the left hand down to the inside or the outside of that left foot. Right arm to open. Maybe take the gaze up to the right hand. Maybe it's a little bit wobbly to do that. And then bring that hand back down. Left hand reframes the foot. Step the right foot in for a pyramid posture. Inhale, rooting through the feet as you rise up. Lengthen through the side of the body. Exhale to a flat back. Micro bend into the left knee. Right heel to lift into warrior three. Change your hand position if you want to. And then inhale, lifting up, right foot to inner left leg into your tree variation. Wrapping that right leg around into eagle legs. So usually when the balance starts to go, the breath has gone just before that point. So just bring the breath back and your balance should start to stabilise. Not all the time, disclaimer. And then when you're ready, pressing into that left foot. Inhale as you reach out, right foot presses down as you reach up through the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Hop, step or jump back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog or cobra. And then curling the toes back into downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Bend the right knee and stack the hip now. Take a nice big stretch across the front of that right hip. And exhale, knee to the outside of that left elbow. Inhale, push back to a three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the back of the right elbow. So bring the weight forward into plank as you do this. 3 more times. And then you're going to step that right foot forwards into a reverse warrior. Left heel down, cartwheeling the arms straight up and into a reverse warrior position. As you exhale, reach forwards and just touch down towards the tippy toes. Inhale, reaching into reverse. Exhale. Inhale to reverse, and you can go back to tippy toes, or you can reach the right hand slightly in front and lift into a half moon. Roll the left hip out, use your hands to adjust your position if you need to. Press the head back slightly, maybe shift gaze up towards that left hand. Then you're going to bring left hand down to the mat. Left hip is going to turn into a standing split. 3, 2, and 1. Left foot to meet your right. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right foot back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Rising up, right heel to ground, left arm reaching up and back. Exhale, bring the left hand down towards the tippy toes. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, back into tippy toe touch. So you're keeping that left knee bent, it's not going into a Trikonasana. Your choice now whether to take hands back to the toes, step forward a little bit more with that left hand if you're taking it into half moon. So you could press into blocks here, anything really that you can press your hands into, open through the chest. You can release the hand like I've done as well. You don't have to bring it down to the mat. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to press into the mat though. Right hand to the mat, right hip rolls in, standing split. Right foot to meet your left. Inhale, rising tall into Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, forward fold. Hop, step or jump back to plank. Hold that plank. And then inhale, right leg up into a three-legged dog. I've not forgot about those knee taps on the left-hand side, they're coming. Right knee behind your right wrist. Work that left leg back. Inhale, lifting up. I totally did forget them. I'm just going to put them in a moment. Inhale, reach up into your king pigeon. And as you exhale, you're going to reach your right arm forward and your left arm back. If you want to, you have the option to then bend the left knee and maybe grab a hold of the foot for a couple of breaths. Then we're going to release the foot or release the twist. Pop down onto your right hip, swing the left leg around, right foot is going to come to your inner left thigh. Lifting tall on your inhalation, exhale to fold. And then we're going to take this into a little twist. So if you have the foot, great. If not, not the end of the world either. You can just take your right hand to the outside of the left leg. You can hold the foot or the outside of the leg, and then you're going to just reach the left arm back into a twist. Back to center. Lift the right knee, right sole of the foot to the mat. Inhale, lifting tall, twisting left elbow to the outside of the right thigh now. Inhale, release. That right knee is going to need to come back down now. And then we're going to take it back to our three-legged dog. So hands are going to come to the mat. Left leg is going to swing all the way around. Hopefully you're not going to take things out along with you. And then you can press into the mat. Take that right leg up in the air. Step the right foot to meet your left. Inhale, lift the left leg. Bend the left knee. Stack the hip. Take a bit of a hip stretch here. And then exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, pushing back. 4 more. Then you can send it back. You can pause for a moment, or you can bring the left knee straight behind the left wrist. Work that right hip back. Inhale as you lift nice and tall. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm is going to reach back into a twist with the option to grab the right foot. One more breath. The right foot is going to release, so we're going to release the twist. Drop to the left hip. Right leg is going to swing around now, nice and long. Left foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale to fold. If you want that little twist, you can bring the left hand to the outside of the right leg. Reach back with the right arm. Back to center. Inhale, lift through the left leg. Left foot presses down. Inhale to root down to the sit bones. Rise up through the rest of the body. Exhale to twist. Last breath. And then you're going to bring it back to center. Take both legs out in front of you. Inhale, lifting tall. Exhale to fold. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Lead with the heart as you bow forwards with the chest. Inhale, lifting up, take the hands behind you. And then you're going to take a reverse plank, or you can modify and bend the knees and take a reverse tabletop instead. When you're ready, press into the hands, point the toes, lift through the hips and the heart center. Exhale to staff pose, so sit nice and tall, think L shape. Press into the right hand, left arm to reach up and over into a side bend. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, side bend to the other side. And then back up. And then you can either fold yourself back into Paschimottanasana, or you can roll yourself back into Halasana. So your choice in which one. If you come into Halasana, you might want to then just roll the shoulders, tuck them in a little bit. You can bring the hands together. You can press the hands down into the mat. And then just start to press with the heels. Press up through the back of the thighs. If you've got floaty feet, you can always build some blocks there to press your toes into, or you can press your feet into a wall if there's one behind you. That's a really, really lovely variation, even if you can get the toes down. A few more breaths. And then we're going to take a supported bridge. You can use a block, but you really don't need to. You can use the hands. So if you are coming from forward fold, you need to make your way down onto your back. I'll talk you in a moment. If you are here with me in Halasana, you're going to bring your hands to support your lower back. If you can, bring your thumbs in and take your hands, rest of the fingers around the waist. Then you can slowly start to lift up in the legs. You can do double legs or one at a time. And then you're going to control your way in to your supported bridge. Slowly bringing one foot down at a time. And then once you're in, you can adjust the hand position if you need to. Hands to support your lower back. You can bring the heels down. And then we're going to just pause in this supported variation. So personally, I prefer this variation. A lot less effort. And then you're going to slowly release the hands. Then you feel the glutes switch on. Roll the spine down. Once you roll the spine down, feet together, knees wide in Supta Baddha Konasana. Hands to heart and belly. So notice the breath. Notice perhaps you can feel the heart beating. All that little internal noise and chatter. Just see if you can notice it. On your next exhalation, can you just let your shoulders melt a bit more? And you're going to bring the knees in together. Hug the knees into the chest. Take the nose in towards the knees for that extra rounding element if you want it. If not, keep the head and the shoulders down. And then you are going to rock yourself up to a seated position. No, you've just put me down there. Don't bring me back up. You can go back down there in a moment. Sit nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. So you shouldn't really have let go of the breath just yet. I just want you to do a very simple visualization, and you can breathe normally with this. Ideally, you do have a little bit bigger breath than natural, but if that's where you want to go, that is fine. So what we're going to do is visualize, drawing the breath up from the ground into the sit bones, all the way up to the crown of the head. As you exhale, visualize that breath traveling back down through the body and back out through the sit bones into the earth. Inhale from the earth up. Exhale back down. And you can stop there and just continue that mini visualization, drawing the breath in from the earth and drawing the breath back into it. I like to sometimes imagine if there's something that no longer serves me anymore, that I'm releasing that on my out breath into the earth, and the earth is going to carry that away, take it away from me. So feel free to add that element if you wish. Now, if you're content, stay exactly as you are. If not, feel free to bring yourself down into Shavasana instead. If you headed into Shavasana, feel free to stay there. Video will end soon and you can stay as you are. If you do want to close with me, just start to bring in the movement as you would usually, doing the whole rolling over to one side. If you remain seated, just continue for a further few more moments. And then you're going to draw the breath up through the sit bones once you're seated. Breathe it out through the mouth. Draw the breath up through the sit bones, out through the mouth. Once more. Press the hands together at your heart center. Lift tall on your inhalation, exhale to bow to close. Namaste.